maturity that I had to take action in during one of the lowest moments of my life. I was single when I wanted to be better. I was single when I wanted to make these shifts and changes. So it's really important that for the women that are listening, that, I mean, as much as you hope and see that, I mean, once he sees me, and once he's with me, and then once I will change that, and I will change his mind, and I will hell no. If he does not see that for himself in terms of his personal life, he's not going to see it with you. And if anything, you're just enabling where he's at right now. You may see that as, I'm going to be the beacon of change. No, you're just enabling who he is. You're just a product of who he is, versus you standing on business and saying, you know what? I want to find someone who could say and verbalize that they want to start a family and they're looking for something serious and long term. Because now that I'm older, and now that I'm able to see the future for myself, I'm going to verbalize that. Because what's the hell's the point of dating if we're not doing the damn thing? Where if you told me, 5 years ago, I'm just dating, we're just having fun, who cares? With the individual realizing that they're meant for more. And that's our own hero's journey. That's their own personal wellness journey. That's their own personal development journey. The big struggle of seeing the potential in a man that he doesn't see for himself is that it's going to promote defensiveness. So I don't want, again, everyone to beat themselves up with the people that need to change. I know you're probably thinking, can he change? Will he change? Should I leave him? Again, he needs to give you some comfort based on his own self-accountability. And if he's not doing that, then we're struggle busting a little bit. Again, you got to ask yourself, like, if nothing changed in the next 2 years, how would that feel? And what are some manageable small actions within the next 2 years that will make you feel this relationship was worthwhile? And you got to ask yourself those big questions, because if there's no path forward with that, if that feeling is overwhelmingly unbearable, real life is in between the frames, and that's something you don't see. And it's what we choose to share. So you are destroying yourself based on his narrative of projection. And that is a boundary that you need to set for yourself in your healing process. Stop beating yourself up. The person that we're meant to be with chooses us. And guess what? I know I'm going to be seeing my exes walking down the aisle with somebody. And of course, these feelings are going to come up. But the way I feel and think is, hopefully I give them some perspective, if anything, what not to do sometimes. But I'm so happy that they're happy. And I think if I had a magic ball, or God himself came down and said, you could go back to these women, or say your ex, or you could have them be happy with the person they're meant to be with. I would say 10 out of 10 times, even if it's not me, I don't want it. I want them to be happy. She deserves that. I love her to the point where I want her to just be with the person she was meant to be. Even if that means I'm alone. And I think it takes time to do that emotional processing. And I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's necessary so you could live freely again. So you could just, a closed fist is useless. You can't build, you can't connect, you can't hold. And yes, it's anger. Yes, it's frustration. Yes, I'm not saying you love them, but the goal is to open up that fist with the open hand again, and to trust yourself to know that you could wave to them goodbye, and also you could embrace the hand of another. And if you could get yourself to the point of that emotional regulation, no matter what the outcome is of this partner, and to know that there is this inherent love that we had our moment and it is over. And if they do change, or if they don't change, that is going to be a space of wishing them the best no matter what. And if we could do that, then we could be free.
The Self-Hype Podcast. Self-Hype Podcast.